So I'm back with the second part of week 29, and this part I'm using the design X, which is the 5 6x4s in portrait and the 2 3x4s in landscape. And I've not used this one before, so that was exciting. I just felt like I had enough photos to warrant blowing them up to 6x4. And yeah, I really like how this one's come out. So the first photo is going to go at the bottom left, is a picture of our tea. So we actually were celebrating because it was 1 year before we get married. So the 18th of July 2024 is when we get married. So we wanted to celebrate, but we were supposed to go out, but the weather was absolutely horrendous. Like, it hadn't stopped raining all day, and Joe had been at work all day, and it was a bit like tiring, and he was a bit delayed, so it wasn't a good sort of start to the day, really. So we just thought we'd have a nice meal at home, and we made our sort of a signature dish that we do, which is steak and hash browns with peppercorn sauce, and it's really, really good. So instead of fries or anything like that, hash browns are amazing with steak. So yeah, we have a really, really nice tea. We had a starter and we had a dessert and everything, so we really enjoyed it. So I'm going to use that caterpillar that says "What a Good Day." Just on top of, there was like a little decorated tab sticker, a little green one, so I'm going to use that underneath it. And then I'm going to use one of the word caterpillars, that says "Ridiculously Amazing." So that's going to go in that one. Then the middle one is going to be my little countdown thing. So my mum bought me this actually, and it's quite cute because it's got little legs. But once it's done and dusted and the wedding's over, I can actually take that heart and put it in my scrapbook, because it's small enough to go in my scrapbook, which I think is really nice. So I obviously keep it updated every day. Well, I try to. It sits on my desk at work, so I look at it every day and panic a little bit that it's getting closer and closer to our wedding. I am ready, but I'm not ready. Like, I'm just not ready for it to come round just yet. I'm still a bit sort of unsure on things. It's one of we're sort of in a bit of a lull at the moment, where we've booked everything and then all the suppliers go quiet because obviously they're dealing with their upcoming brides and grooms and stuff like that, so they're not really interested in you at the moment, so everything goes a bit quiet, and you just think, have I organised that? Do I need to do anything with that or anything like that? So that's where we're at this moment. We've sorted all the big things, we're just doing little bits at the moment. So yeah, I'm getting ready, but I'm not ready just yet. So I'm going to use it on this really nice butterfly paper behind, and I'm going to use this caterpillar that says "Make It All Happen," and then also a little word sticker that says "Hooray" on that one. So that is what's going to go in the middle section. The photo that's going to go at the top is a picture of Moose and I. I thought this was a really cute photo. I sent this to Joe actually because Joe asked me to do something and I said I can't because I've got Moose on my lap. So I took a picture of him just there, and I just love his little moustache. In case I've not said this before, Moose is called Moose because Moose is short for moustache, basically, because obviously he's got that little moustache. So that's why we called him Moose in the end. But yeah, he just looks so cute. So I'm just put washi tape at the bottom, and then this sticker that says "This brings me great joy," because they really do. I absolutely love my cats, and they really do make me happy every day when I see them. So I'm just going to use a little sticker that says "Smile" as well, just in the top right, and that makes that one. Then the last photo is actually a screenshot from the film that we went to go see. So we went to go see Oppenheimer. Joe really wanted to see that, and we actually made a bargain. I'd go see that if he'd come see Barbie with me. That did change, but I did actually really enjoy Oppenheimer, and yeah, I was glad that we went to go and see it, so I wanted to put that in there. I'm going to keep it quite plain. Obviously, I put it on some paper, put some washi tape at the top, but then all I do is just use this yellow sticker that says "Treasure This Moment," and obviously I can put on there that we went to go see it at the cinema. So those are all my photos. The 2 landscape 3x4 cards, I'm actually going to just use some paper, the pretty striped paper with the little pink circles and stars and things. I'm going to use that for the background, and then I'm going to use these 3x3 cut aparts in the darker shades. So the ones I've used on the previous layout, they're all like watercolory, sort of pastel-y faded, but these are very bright and colourful, and I wanted to put those in there, so you'll see me put them in there later. And then my only free 6x4 pocket. I wanted to use this journaling sort of open cut apart that's got some flowers at the top and the bottom. It just means I can write all about the week in there, because there wasn't I've got little spaces, but I haven't got anywhere to really write a lot of stuff, so I wanted to include that cut apart in there so I can obviously write about my week. So I'm going to use 2 of the word cut aparts. One says shine and sparkle and the other one says think happy, and I'm just going to put them at the top and the bottom of that cut apart. So yeah, and then as I said, the 2 3x4 landscape ones are going to have 2 little quotes in them. The top one, it says let your fears make you fierce, and that was sort of going towards the wedding. I am really looking forward to getting married, and I've always wanted to get married, but I'm just not very good at being the centre of attention, and I'm a bit worried about making other people happy and not me, if that makes sense. Like, I really need to stop focusing on what other people want and what other people expect, where I just need to do what me and Joe want, basically. Our wedding's not going to be very traditional, in all honesty. Like, we're not having a sit down meal, we're not doing speeches, we're not having like ushers or a big bridal party or anything like that. Like, we are really going kind of basic, and we're just focusing on what makes us happy. I'm just focusing on what makes Joe and I happy, and what, at the end of the day, I'm organising it. Like, Joe's really not that bothered. He just wants to be married to me, basically. That's what he said, which is really sweet of him. He just said, I just want to be married to you. I'm not fussed about the wedding, but obviously, he's going to enjoy it. But organisation and having a big party is not really his thing, but he's doing it because he knows that, he'll enjoy it on the day, and he knows that I'd like all our family and friends there and stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling about weddings, but the point is that that quote obviously makes me, just remember not to be scared. It'll be an amazing day, and just focus on what you want and not what everyone else expects, basically. And then the last quote says, so far it's been so good. And it has been. Everything's worked out. I've had a really good time with wedding planning. I think the day is going to be really, really good. And it's been stressful at times, but majority of the time it's been really good, and it makes me excited organising, like, especially the stationery. I love doing all the stationery, all the invites and everything like that's been a highlight so far. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll be back shortly. Thank you much. Bye.